My dear child, if you ever feel like you have reached the end, I hope you will look back and see the courage and the strength you have shown to make it this far, my friend. So I hope you will see how tiny this difficult phase of your life is when you compare it to the life of possibilities you still have ahead. So I hope you will take those seasons of your life as a learning phase and allow your hardships to help you grow into a stronger and braver version of yourself. So maybe it is too difficult to find hope right now, and maybe nothing is working out for you at this stage. But remember this, with the change of time, the seasons of your life will change, and as well in the dark winter of life that you are going through today will bloom into the honors of spring again. So, my child, know that. I hope you know this. You have come a long way from where you have been. Please do not doubt your light just because someone else cannot see it. Yes, you are still a work in progress, but who you are today is still worthy. Be grateful that you are still trying. Be kind to your heart, my friend, for only you know what you have been through. Be gentle with yourself, for you are learning to heal the parts of you that are still in pain. Right now, you may not be where you wanted yourself to be, but you are still growing in strength, in wisdom, and in ways you never even imagined. Trust that whatever life has as planned for you will best for you. So, my child, know that the more you worry, the more you will feel stressed, the more you pray in faith, the more you will feel relaxed, and when you read my words. So, you will come across a lot of people. When Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, he prayed in faith. When Shadrach, Messiah, and Abednego were thrown into blazing fire, they prayed in faith, and when Esther had a situation, she prayed in faith. They are just a few, but when you read my word, you will come across a lot of people who have struggled in their life. So you will also see that irrespective of the things that had happened in their life, and they pray in faith. They believe that I would be there with them, and they believe that I would help them. So they believe that I would answer their prayers. When you look into their life, I never disappoint them. I bless them by giving more than what they have asked me, for I formed you as like how I had formed them all. I sent you to this world for a purpose. I will accomplish it in the right time. Do not worry about the things. Instead, pray in faith about it. I am there with you and I will bless you. My child, know that a new reality is wanting to take birth through you. Allow it because you are meant for greatness. You are becoming aware of the shadows of your own limiting beliefs that may have been holding you back or obscuring you from your own strength and abilities. So it's time to become aware of your full potential. Your words, your craft, and creativity are going to the next level, and you are being encouraged to explore the unexplored. So don't be afraid to restructure the canvas of your life based on who you are today and what feels the most aligned to you now. So you are under no obligation to stay the same way. You are the master of your reality, and everything else branches off of you. So there is nothing to be attained out there because it has always been within you, waiting to be discovered. Type I am ready to affirm. So, my child, know that somehow you have changed. You are not sure when the shift took place, but now that it is accurate, you are not going back. So, the feelings, memories, and thoughts that once had control over you are meaningless now. So, you are in a new space, a new environment where your mindset has shifted and your entire soul has elevated. So, the magical effects of the inner work you have been committed to are finally starting to show. So, as the last few remains of your old self fade into the background, embrace the incoming wave of energy that is about to take you further into your journey. The signs are taking you in the right direction. Follow them the way you have been following your divine intuition. So, my child, know that. Oftentimes, we give too many people the power to lower our vibrations. Seeking validations will only keep us trapped. You don't need anyone or anything to approve of your worth. Understand this, and you will be free. And when you stop caring about outside validation and opinions, stay loyal and focused to your path, your beliefs, your passions. You will be fine. Everyone who is talking is either envious, triggered, messy, or don't like that. You have what it takes to glow places they can't. Do you? Free yourself from what other people think and free yourself from trying to please people who didn't care about you anyway. Sad but true, don't deny the signs, vibes, and energy you feel about certain people and certain situations. And if it is not right, some faults can actually bless and save your life. Energy is everything. May God reveal to you your secret enemies and then introduce you to new faces who actually want to see you win. So I love you, and it is nothing you can do about it. Sending peace and positive vibes to you today to finally have the courage to do what is right for you. So, my child, know that. As you grow older, you realize that what is meant for you would not make you feel heavy. You begin to let go of people, places, and things that you have outgrown. So you give yourself permission to leave a relationship you know is not good for you, and you know that you are experiencing life on a different level. So you are now wiser because you are able to value your personal growth. Saying goodbye is not selfish, walking away is not selfish. So, doing what is best for you is not selfish. Choosing yourself over everything else is not selfish, it is self love. You are not a bad person because you don't want to lose yourself. Self love is choosing to love yourself more than anything else. So you have to let go of what is not meant for you in order to own yourself. And what is meant for you will always make your heart lighter, and you deserve to be happy. So, my child, know that you are capable of far more than you may currently realize. So, don't be afraid to chase the big dreams. Source will mark magic, and when you take the steps into the unknown, no great figure of history walked a normal path. Take a risk and use each failure as a learning to grow. You are learning how to celebrate your temporary setbacks. Quickly forgive yourself for mistakes along the path. So, hope back up with a positive attitude and keep moving up. You are breaking generational trauma and stepping into a future lineage of healing. You have the power to create an abundant reality for not only yourself but for generations to come. And this is why your healing is so vital. Every ounce of energy you pour into making yourself better is energy you pour into countless individuals to come. So, when you elevate your frequency, all who come is contact with you are elevated as well. So, my child, know that only you can save yourself from your own mind. Most of the suffering that we go through is mental, and our own thoughts are the cause of anxiety and stress. So, all you have to do is become aware that you are separate from the thoughts. When this understanding cultivates within you through consciously observing yourself from a neutral perspective. So you became free from the mind. Your awareness is like the big blue sky, and your thoughts are like the clouds, they come and go. So the suffering begins when we start identifying ourselves with the clouds and forget about the blue sky. So just take a deep breath and say to yourself, I am the observer, and separate yourself from the mind. Free yourself from the identification because who you are is beyond the mind. So, my child, know that. Perhaps you overthink because you think all your thoughts deserve your attention. Perhaps you believe that every thought that enters your mind deserves pondering about. But I am here to tell you that this is not the case. There are essential thoughts and there are non essential thoughts. Non essential thoughts make up the clutter. in your brain and the noise that makes you anxious. An overthinker sacred about what may happen next. See, you can choose which thoughts are essential to you or not. It all starts with how essential they are to your current situation, but it is also mostly consciously making the effort to choose which thoughts you want to entertain. It takes practice, it takes effort, but just as how you need to train your body, you too need to train your mind. So don't think for a second that every thought that surfaces is worth diving into. You get to choose which ones you want to dive deeper into and which one are noise in the background. Let the noise pass you by, choose with intention, and train your mind. You are capable because you are choosing to read this now, and that is proof that you do have the willpower to do so. So, my child, know that the universe loves you so damn much that it wants to bombard you with abundance and love just because you exist. The universe sees you worthy of it all as you are, and you don't have to exhaust yourself trying to work your way up to reach abundance. Unlearn the survival the human mind has trapped you inside of. All the notions of how it is supposed to be done are made up. And when you realize the power of alignment, you no longer have to chase anything. You became a magnet for everything. There is something about your energy, your frequency that makes you happy, and the more you align that authentic frequency through loving and accepting yourself without any shame, you allow the universe to step in. And it is always there for you, but you have to discover yourself first. In the race of becoming someone else, we tend to lose ourselves. So you are made for more and just realize your worth and align. Know how to tell the difference between a genuine soul who appreciates your energy and a selfish soul whose only aim is to drain your supply. Learn how to differentiate those who embrace your light, those who want to weaken its glow, and you are the protector of your spirit. The bodyguard to your soul, set boundaries accordingly, and you are not responsible for healing every person you encounter. So you are not required to give up pieces of yourself to make someone else feel whole. You are on a journey of self love and inner healing. You are ascending to your highest form. The light that is pouring from your heart is meant to flow freely without pause, so let it. Trust that special part of you that gets have private conversations with the universe, your wise and rewarding intuition. So, my child, know that Right now, this very second, you already have within you the strength, power, and courage to overcome and rise above any struggle, situation, or setback that you may face in your darkest moments. And in those moments when you start doubting yourself, when you don't feel strong enough, and when you are struggling to work out how you will get through something, remind yourself that the strength will come. And it is not your job to worry about how or where the strength will come from, but just knowing that it will is enough for it to appear. So, my child, know that you cannot lead yourself to success when you feel like a victim. You became the victor when you take responsibility for where you are and commit to where you want to go. So start with prioritizing how you want to feel and use it to create what is important to you. When you make happiness your primary focus, nothing will prevent you from crossing the finish line. Keep going, and you are stronger than you think. Some days everything reminds you of them. You remember the little things, the most mundane conversations, and the way they made you feel. And the thing about being hurt by someone who promised to never to do that is that you are always torn between missing them and despising them for how they treated you in the end. So all the good memories turn into bad ones. All the little things you wanted to hold on to forever became something you want to erase and move on from. It is difficult coming to terms with their betrayal, and sometimes you are even close to wanting them back. But the truth is that even if they loved you when the time came, they chose to hurt you. Ross, they did not care about how that would make you feel. They showed no remorse for shattering your heart. And that is what you need to remind yourself every time you miss them. And that even though they excited your life in a way you would not never imagine, maybe it is happened for the best, and maybe you do deserve better. So, my child, know that your mind is incredibly powerful, and anything you focus attention and energy on will expand. And with consistent conscious choice, you have the power to train your mind into perceiving and experiencing a new reality. You can start as you wake up each morning and set the intention that your mind is set in motion by your divine will. And you can focus on the little things you are incredibly grateful for. You can choose to look for beauty wherever you go. You can train your mind to see circumstances in your life in a new way with questions like, what if it went better than I could imagine? Or what would my world be like if I know everything would work out? Or how would live if I know my success is inevitable? You can choose to see the miracles of life now by training your mind to see the miracles of life now. So you can create the most beautiful life, a little heaven on earth, regardless of what is happening in the world around you. Better yet, and by living a beautiful life now. So you became a pioneer, influencing the world around you to the beautiful energy of your heaven on earth. So, my child, know that you refuse to live a lie this time around. You are getting into the habit of demanding the truth from yourself and not what others wants for you. So, not the voice in your head. The more you became in tune with your nature, the happier and more successful you are. You have seen proof of that already. So, it is not about validation but about living life the way you were meant to, and that is unfolding for you as we speak. Even the way you feel in this moment, reading these words is proof that you are in alignment. Choose doors, missed opportunities, twists, turns, detours, different paths. Perhaps none of them were actually things falling apart, but things coming together. So maybe they were not a fork in the road, but a course correction. Maybe all of it was protecting you from what was not meant for you. And even though you did not understand it at the time or in the moment, so it was all guiding you to where you are truly meant to be. I hope you find people in this life who make you feel like you are meant to be here, who make you feel like you are belong exactly as you are. I hope you find the kind of people who calm your soul and when you see their face or hear their voice. I hope you surround yourself with the kind of people who make you feel like there is now here, else you would rather be in this world than right here with them. I also hope you find this in yourself too. I hope you know that you belong here exactly as you are. So, my child, know that one of the best aspects of a mindful, healthy, and loving relationship is the freedom to grow alongside each other without interfering with your personal evolution and encouraging them to explore why they are. This is not to say that you never grow apart, it simply means being open to change and the only constant throughout life. And the alternative is two people who resist growth just to suit the other. This is not sustainable, nor is it enjoyable. You are going to change, as are they. Even your authenticity and theirs will look different at various stages of your life. Perspectives, priorities, and values change as we receive new information, increase self awareness, and gain wisdom. So, embrace the inevitable and look forward to the process of the discovery. The love and interest between you two will deepen when you remain curious instead of fearful of how they will change. So, a person worth growing with will cheer you on through all of your stages, knowing the core of you is lovable than as it now and will forever be. A relationship forms a trinity. You, them, and the connection, the trajectory of the relationship will depend on the direction that the individuals are heading. Mentally pose this question to yourself and in regards to your partner: how can I support your journey towards self love, healing, and organic happiness? So, because what makes you better makes us better, and the closer you get to closer, yourself, the closer you get to each other and the more authentic and joy filled the relationship becomes. My child, know that life is like a marathon. Sometimes someone else goes ahead and you may feel left behind. Then you start sprinting so fast, leaving others behind. In the end, we all reach the finish line, but there is no winner, just experiences that each of us has on this marathon of life, filled with setbacks and success until we come to the end of life. There is no need to compete with anyone. Everyone has their own path and journey, and one may succeed at 20 and someone else at 50, and what is yours to have will find its way. So I think you may have already understood by now that the universe or God or whatever you choose to call it works in strange ways, but it does work. It always has and always will. So there is a quote by Mandy Hall that says, when something is meant for you, you would not have to force it, rush it, or manipulate it. It will happen naturally. Dear God, Lord God, I have trusted your goodness and it has satisfied me, yet it has made me trust for even more. And I am so painfully aware of my need for even more grace than I now enjoy, and even when I do not want more, I am ashamed of my lack of desire. So I want you completely, mighty God, and I want to want you even more than I do. Fill me with longing for you. Make me even there still. Show me your glory, I pray, so that I may know you always better and better, growing in my faith and love. From your infinite mercury begin a new work of love within me this moment. Say to my soul, rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away and give me grace to rise up and follow you from this mystery lowland where I have wandered so long. Father God, thank you that your yoke is easy and your burden is light. Thank you that you promise to give the worried, the pressured, and stressed out rest and peace for our souls. So, if we will just come before you, thank you, you already know all that concern us and you care. We are so grateful for your reminders that we don't have to carry it all on our own. So forgive us for the times that we are tried to fix things in our own power, for not taking the time to rest or coming to you first with our needs and burdens. So thank you for the refreshing that comes from your spirit, filling us with joy, conveying us with a shield, leading us to forward with hope. Help us to slow down, to take the time to rest in you and to point others to you. In Jesus' almighty name, I pray, Amen. So, dear God, I feel like we underestimate just how many lessons we carry in our bones from all the trauma, the difficult experiences, and the growth that we have undertaken in the years that we have been alive. I myself sometimes forget just how much I have gone through. Oh, how I forget often. I get caught up in the comparison or societal pressures of where my life should have been by now or the milestones I should have crossed. The adventures I should have gone on, the people I should not have let go, But really, I forget how far I have come from where I was. I forget that I'm not perfect, not that is okay. I have insecurities and weakness, I have blemish and scars. I have broken pieces just withering in corners of my mushy heart, and I wish I could take out, but I would not. Because they make me, because even though I have done things that I might regret, I have hurt, made mistakes, said words that I can't take back, and now there is no going back. I can't let those mistakes define me. I can't let those experiences bring me down. I can't let memories of those people remind me of a time that I would not go back to. Those places and those events are symbol of lessons that I have through hours, days, and even months of, and those memories a reminder of my strength to face that most difficult battles of my life and still comes through from them. Still come through, and at the end of the day, that is all that matters. That is all that matters. So, my child, know that. We spend way too much time looking outside of ourselves for answers, for permissions, for acceptance, for love. We mold, we bend, we shape and compress ourselves to fit space. We dim the light that burns inside us for fear of being too bright, too blinding, too big, too much. We adjust the volume of our spirit to fit the tune others want us to sing. So we think the power and the answers to it all lies in everything outside of us, and when in fact the key to it all is to look within. You have the power to change your reality as fast as you change your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. Be mindful of your thoughts and actively work on shifting negative beliefs and expectations. This change can be instantaneous as soon as you change your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. You will experience the change in reality, but it can also be a gradual process depending on how resistant you are to change and how you have held those thoughts and beliefs. My child, know that. Love a soft person, the kind of a person who kisses your soul instead of your heart, because they know that your soul is where you keep your universe and your heart is just one star. The sort of a person who is told they are oversensitive because they have a more fragile heart. Love a soft person, a human being who always has a kind smile for everyone, even when they do not get a smile back in return. Someone whose heart breaks over the condition of the world. Someone who always has a gentle word for those who have received a roast new they could in a moment. Love a soft person, the ones who are positive even in the worst of circumstances, someone whose strength is not in bravado but in their quiet, someone who is strong for others because that is what is needed in that moment. So, someone who is the moon that smooths instead of the sun, that when you think they are not worth it. So, the kind of a person who always wants to do the best for those they love, love a soft person, the kind who looks at someone who is struggling, whether is to open a door or have a lost their key and will do everything they can to help out. Someone who tries not because it is what they have to do, but because they want to do the best for you, a human being that is always willing to communicate and talk things through. So, protect a soft person. This kind of people are becoming endangered with words like "thoughtn up" and "you are so naive," and they are going to take advantage of you. Someone who you can see is trying despite being broken themselves. Someone who is an easy target for ridicule because they are hurt, is softer than most others around. Someone who is quick to apologize and fix things regardless of blame or fault. Be a soft person. Be a cushion in a world full of rocks, hard places. Be a gentle soul where everyone else is jaded. Be that person because people like that are rare and more precious than the rarest of jewel in the world. My child, know that. Do you struggle with setting boundaries? If so, this is for your boundaries. Define our identity. So, if we don't have any boundaries, it means we likely are not touch with what we feel and need and what we do or don't have energy for. For example, imagine your identity like a home and you have a yard with a fence and you have a gate at the entrance to your sidewalk and a front door to your house. The locks inside your house is an entryway, living room, kitchen, and your bedroom. So, boundaries are like a trust door that you open or close. Most anyone can stand at your gate outside your house, but not many people are invited all the way into your bedroom. But you choose to open or close a door to someone depending upon how much you trust him or her. When you have strong boundaries, you are able to say yes and let good into your personal space, and you are able to say no to keep pet. So, to have boundaries begins with being aware of what is in each area of your property. And when you know you are and what is important to you, then you can communicate that to others and direct your actions to godly ways. My child, know that. When was the last time you checked in with yourself? And in order to have a healthy and thriving life with Jesus, it's important that we regularly set aside them to reflect on we are doing so that we are feeling and needing and how we are not experiencing God in our daily lives. Doing this gives us a greater level of self-awareness and a fresh clarity. It's especially powerful to work through questions like this in the context of a soul friendship or in a personal coaching. By walking alongside someone who can support you in your journey, offering empathy, prayer, and guidance, you can set healthy goals to help you grow into the person God created you to be. My child, know that. Romantic relationships have their own special place, but the value of true friendship is truly irreplaceable. There can certain friends who became so integral to our lives that imagine life without them is nearly impossible. They are the ones who despise your excess even more passionately than you do, fiercely standing up for you with unwavering loyalty. And they see the pain they caused you and rally around you, providing a shield of protection and empathy. The ones who are there for you through thick and thin, supporting you through your highs and lows. The ones who make you laugh until your stomach hurts and wipe away your tears when you are feeling down. These are the friends who became an integral part of your life, forming bonds that are unbreakable and cherished. They know your past, your trump, and your attacks. They have witnessed your growth and stood by you through it all. Their love for you is so strong that it extends beyond your own feelings, creating a safe space where you can heal and move forward. In times of need, are there without hesitation, offering a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, or a comforting presence. Their unwavering support helps you navigate the challenges that life throws your way. With them, you feel seen, understood, accepted, and valued for who you truly are. These friendships are precious and rare, like hidden gems that light up your world. They remind you that love exists in many forms and their true friendships can be a lifeline in your journey. So, treasure these friendships, make it, for they are the ones who reminds you of your worth and show you that you are never alone. These friends are the ones who make our journey all the more meaningful and remind us that true friendship is a treasure beyond comparison. As difficult as the storm is, don't jump ship, don't second guess what God has placed it. You do despite the waves crashing all around you. Ignore the lies of the enemy that may wants you to quiet and give up. God knows it's hard. He is not deaf to your cries, not blind to your tears. A harvest is coming your way, a harvest of peace, a harvest of blessing, a harvest of healing. Everything that you have been waiting, crying, searching, and praying for is about to come your way. The only thing you have to do is not give up. Don't throw in the towel, preserve and count it all joy, and you will reap everything that you have shown in faith if faint not. My child, know that when you are offered or irritated or upset, you made something about you and taken what someone said did personally. Your spouse, family, members, friend, a stranger. It is not always about you. You act different when you are stressed, sad, overwhelmed. Same for others. What they do is not about you, it is about them. Your self worth and security are between you and God. Solid, you are not affected by others, you will be happier, more at peace. Tell yourself often, it is not all about me. The lesson of this message is everything passes, joy and sorrow, and not eternal. The sun disappears beneath the horizon today, tomorrow it will be reborn with the new dawn. Life is eternal movement with darkness to light. The wheel of fortune signifies big changes coming around in your life as the universe is favoring you to help achieve your goals. This is signaling towards a time of positive change in your life. A situation suddenly moves forward, fortune is on your side. A certain cycle in your life may come to end. This signifies good luck, happiness, mutual love, a pleasant surprise, and solution. Take a heart, an exciting new phase in your life is about to begin. Be ready to grab your chance at success. Opportunity is knocking your door. Answer it. This message encourages you to step outside of your comfort zone to seek better opportunities and new experiences. Wait until you have a clear picture, until you have decided what to do. But when you are ready, don't hesitate. Act all of your might. This message indicates that you are considering your long term goals and aspirations and establishing a clear plan before proceeding. So, you may be contemplating overseas travel in the next future, further education, or a significant career switch. The message indicates that you may be curious about another spiritual path or find yourself wanting to learn more about another opinion. So, dear God, I'm exactly where I need to be. This moment is the only thing that matters to my soul. It is the only destination I'm content with heading towards. I am in the right place of my journey, and this is the right time for me to take the pursuit of my dreams to the next level. I am at peace with my past and the lessons I have obtained from it. So I'm equally at peace with my future and the blessings that will manifest from its magical chapters. In every way, I am leveling up mind, body, and spirit. I am falling in love with the results of my patience, persistence, and positive energy. There is no place besides the present I would rather be. All the abundance and I will ever need is right here. I decided that I wanted differently, so I started to move differently. I confronted the stories I was telling myself, the stories that held me back for far too long. I downplayed myself often and I constantly doubted myself. Later, I realized that it all came down to not feeling good enough, but what is enough and who gets to decide that. It took a lot of work, a lot of unlearning and relearning to get to a place where I know for sure that I'm enough and always have been. Sometimes I think I want to be understood more if than I want to be loved just about anyone. will love you and you are around them long enough. And as nice as it sounds sometimes, I don't think I want to hear another. I love you, I heard it enough, throw absently into goodbyes and see it crammed into birthday wishes. More than anything, I know I don't want to be handed some casual, endearing farewells, unpaid and tasteless. So, no, this is what I want. I want to crawl inside someone's skin beneath their ribs and hold their beating heart in my palms. I want to nestle inside them like a child by a winter's fireside, like two beings soaking in sweet and tangles in a fluttering pulse. What I want is don't be afraid, there is no shame. Let me see you and be seen. Let me see you and stay. What I want is, oh, you are vast and glorious, and so am. Let's chase the sun while it still burns for us. So I anyone can and will love you if you let them. For once, I want one of the very few who will take on the righteous duty and courageous to understand and be understood in return. To be loved is to be held, but to be understood is to be unwilled. I want back the wonder that gleamed inside my eyes when I was 9. The flowers that bloomed in my room have withered in time. As I grow, each petal died with every disappointment. I miss running wild and catching fireflies. I miss simple friendships that lasted for life. So my vivid imagination has vanished, and my childhood self would weep at the sight of it. Where have the daydreams gone? I used to believe in everything and everyone. So I used to hold sunlight in my palms and wished or shooting stars. Now everything I touch turns to darkness. And I have become the rose for it. I have transformed into a became the rose for it. Strange overnight, I can't recognize myself or who I was beforehand. The truth is, I want back my innocence. So, my child, know that. The ancient Greeks believed that each person had a specific genius that acted like a spirit guide, inspiring you with new ideas to further your evolution as an individual as well as the evolution of all humanity. So you could say that genius is the spirit of creative expression, and when you tune into amazing things happen. Can you imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit? If you can, you will recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memories, and experiences you already have acquired. So your intellect is this case serve as a channel for this spirit of genius, and it can filter in new information. The word genius comes from the Latin ginger, meaning to bring forth or birth, and shares the same root as the word generate. So you are at this moment about to give birth to a new board of expression and a powerful dad. Commit to partnering with your genius and only deep satisfaction and success will result. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God, and if you want your all wishes come through, type amen.